Welcome back everyone to Unit of Command, and this time we'll continue on with Army Group North. Before we did Army Group Center, now we're gonna do the North. Now, I must say thanks to YouTube user Knvr1 with a very weird name full of consonants, who told me a couple of things that were useful that I did not know about the game, namely that there is no flanking bonus, as I thought there would be, which is something that actually kind of shocked me because I'm so used to it as a mechanic that I just took it for granted, and that tanks don't have a penalty against cities, another one of those mechanics that you kind of just take for granted. And apparently in the next Unity of Command game, or well, the next game that the developers are going to make, the developers of this game are going to make, they're going to try to actually add the penalties for tanks and cities, so I guess they recognize that it maybe has a place in the game. But yeah, let's move on to Army Group North, which should not be that complicated. There aren't that many pips, or, well, I call them pips, but they're really called steps in the scenario, as you can already see, and it's still going to be quite a long time for the scenario to actually load in. And I should really remember to cut these, but I don't think I'm going to be remembering that, you know, because I'm one of those people who say something and then, I don't know, I just kind of forget it. Okay, June 22nd still, first day of the invasion. We're basically contemporary to the events that were happening in our last playthrough in Army Group Center. Army Group North is tasked with clearing the Baltic Sea, or the Baltic states, of Soviet forces. Technically, it's now the Baltic Republics, the Baltic Soviet Republic of Soviet forces. A quick advance to Pskov is essential to secure the springboard for a subsequent drive on Leningrad. Advance towards Pskov with utmost urgency using your mobile forces. Soviet troops in Lithuania and Latvia should be cleared by your infantry units as they catch up to the panzers. There's the dispatch from the Oberkommando des Heeres, OKE, and that's gonna be 9 turns for victory, 8 turns for decisive victory, and every objective on time, aka Daugavpils at 4, Riga at 5, and Pskov at 6. And we only have 1 air attack per turn, and 2 total, so not a lot of air support is going to be allotted to us. Obviously, most of the air assets are going to be going to the center and the south. Force pool, we are also not getting anything for free. We're going to have to pay with our dear prestige for everything, and right now, First Panzer Division, getting some engineers would be nice. We have 1 engineer available, and we have to make use of it as much as possible. Our other panzers have recon, and you could also get a recon, but I think I'm gonna save up on my points for now. So first off, we're gonna need to use our airstrike, I think, on this bridge, or rather on this unit covering this bridge by Kaunas. The 11th Army, 16th Rifle Corps, 5th Rifle Division. Yeah, the 5th Rifle Division, that has to go, because we need to take this bridge by Kaunas basically for as quickly as possible. We just need to do it. Oh, perfect. That was really, really quick. That was an overrun, and we're gonna cut the rest of the Soviet forces off from the bridge. That means that in the next turns they'll start to run out of supplies, and we can basically not worry about them at all. Then we will also get you can both of you can only get across the bridge. You can't get over it, but you can move around, can you? No, you can't actually. Okay, so I'm gonna move the 3rd Motorized Division over, and we'll start attacking the Soviet troops in Kaunas itself. And now, actually, since we captured and secured the bridge, it for some reason lets us just full-on move, and we're gonna destroy that motorized as well. Then we're going to move an infantry division into the city itself to capture it. And another good move is going to be to clear out these Soviet forces from this forest. That was the breach of the defenses, aka reducing their entrenchment bonus. And that's going to help clear the way for Riga. We have 5 turns to get to Riga and 4 turns to get to Daugavpils. There's a lot of open ground in this scenario with a tiny amount of marshes after the Dvina, And then, yeah, there's gonna be quite a few forests though, so that's gonna be the main thing, basically reducing our movements, and then getting to Pskov in turn 6 is really gonna be the main challenge for the run. And now I am going to move on further with as many units as possible. I can avoid attacking him because really there's no point. We just need to keep them busy and make sure they don't harass our supply lines in the rear, which is going to be fairly easy, I think. Then up here, you're going to have the 269th Infantry Division just start to pound on these Soviets in an attempt to destroy their breach their defenses. Then we can also do the same for this Soviet Infantry Division. Excellent. And that's going to be the end of that guy. And that's going to allow our armored forces to have a much easier time moving through. Now, we're going to have to take out the 28th Tank Division with the KV-1s, which is going to be annoying because the KV-1 is extremely good as a specialist step. We're going to move up our Totenkopf, and that's going to be a fairly easy thing to do. And then, just to secure our flanks, we're going to smash the Soviet tank divisions that are facing us. We're going to use our own tank division to smash theirs and make sure that they're not coming through and cutting our railway off from our frontline troops. And it looks like we have everything dealt and done with. Yeah, just a couple of units that can still be moved around, but really no point. In fact, the first Panzer... Oh no, you're already full, right? Some of our other Panzer divisions could use some help, but for now we will just try to not use the Prestige. We'll end the turn. We will need the Prestige in the later missions if we want to achieve any kind of good victories. In fact, in some missions, it's also going to be crucial just to achieve victory at all. Okay. So they're trying to basically cover the railroad with a coherent line, and just they're going to be fortifying the area around Pskov, which is not going to be good for us because it's going to be incredibly annoying to deal with that. Yep, they're fortifying their guys in both Daugavpils and Pskov, which is not going to be good. And now, okay. So we have a bit of a line facing us, and what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to essentially smash the flanks of the lines like this to prevent them from flanking our main forces, the mobile ones, as they approach the objectives. Getting to Daugavpils on turn 4 is gonna be harsh. We're going to have to try. We're going to use our own tanks to smash the main enemy forces, and we're just going to drive on through. This is open country, essentially, so our tanks are going to be incredibly quick. The problem is they're going to outrun their supplies, so we're going to have to make that up with an offensive through the Xiaolai area, this little village of Xiaolai, because that's where the railroad is coming through. Then you're gonna basically stop the Soviets from getting across the river. You're gonna stop them from getting into Kaunas itself, and you're gonna stop them from the south. Eventually, they're gonna just run out of supplies, and we can clear them out with absolute ease. And you can move up. You can also move up in two interesting directions, but I think we're gonna continue on the direction of Daugavpils. What's interesting about Daugavpils is that the Soviets don't really have any way to hold the bridge, so it's going to be basically a free capture next turn for our motorized troops. Main problem right now is that we need to smash this 23rd Tank Division up completely, because they're going to be able to come in and cut our supplies. So something that we're going to have to do is we're going to have to move in this Panzer Division, destroy him. We did not get an overrun, which is something that I was counting on. And that's a problem, because this is going to mean It is going to be harder for our troops to get through. We're gonna try to smash through the... Oh, we got the KV-1. Excellent. That is great for us. Getting that KV-1 to be done for is one of the main objectives that I had for right now. And here we're gonna get the railroad. So the railroad is pretty much safe for our troops to move in. And now we're gonna have him, the 1st Panzer Division, he's gonna move through. Although, I would also like to finish off the 28th Tank Division. I just have to move through and hope that he does not do any real damage. Of course he will, and probably cut the supplies of the 1st Panzer for 1 turn, but we're gonna have to sort of suck it up and accept that. And then I don't think we can move anyone else. Yep, we can't move anyone else, and 1st Panzer is gonna head on through to Riga. Now, is Riga? Yes, Riga is on the west bank of the Dvina, so we can take out the 22nd NKVD Rifle Division fairly easily, because we're not going to have to deal with the actual river crossing problem. In fact, we can probably take them out. Well, okay. Oh, okay, they did that. That's an interesting move on the Soviet part. They used their infantry division to cut my supplies, and then they used the tank division to sort of form a roadblock between us and Riga itself. Then we're going to have our infantry plug that gap. It's going to be fairly easy. The motorized is going to come in and destroy the enemy armor division, which is going to open up the route for my panzers to actually move on through to Daugavpil or Pskov, possibly. And then we're gonna let our infantry storm Riga itself. I don't know if that would be wise at all. We could let the 6th Panzer Division and the Totenkopf attack Riga. And we're gonna have the... Yeah, we're gonna have you just storm on through, the 1st Panzer, storm on through, and go ahead and try to reach Daugavpils as quickly as possible. Or not Daugavpils, Pskov, sorry. Then I need someone that's quick enough. Of course, nobody's quick enough to, well, oh well. We won't have any way to do that. Okay, you're dead. You're dead too. So our forces here can move up quite easily. Because I was looking for someone that could, once I do... Oh, hold on. Ooh, okay. That's actually really useful. But I'm not going to be able... Oh, no, okay. That's turn 4 objective. Excellent. So next turn, they're going to be dead. I was looking for someone that could capture the railway so that I would not suffer supply penalties next turn, but it looks like it's not going to be happening. Not going to be happening at all. And then you're going to move up as well. Then you can also do that. You're gonna destroy him. Excellent. That means that he can move up as well. And we still have an airstrike, which we're gonna use to help clearing out enemy troops around Pskov. Let's see what the Soviets do. Oh, they could use him to cut the railroad. Yep, they did. And that's very bad, actually, because the 1st Panzer already had 1 turn of supply deficit. And that's gonna mean another turn of supply deficit, which is gonna be pretty harsh because, yep, movement limited. Movement limited, and so that was a really good usage of that division from the AI. Good, but now at least the supply route is safely in our hands. In fact, we're gonna be able to supply our motorized and armored as well. Excellent. And he's gonna finish off the enemy here. And we are gonna take out Riga. Good. Defense is breached. And then we can just move in and destroy them. Although... Oh, come on. Well, thankfully, next turn I can have the infantry division come in and take the city, but unfortunately I didn't have any movement points left for this turn. You're also going to move up and on through. Although they will probably not be able to catch the rest of our army. And then you are gonna take Daugavpils itself. Although, hold on. 2 KA, cornered, breached, good. Destroyed, overrun, dead is what you are. And you're still, oh, that's very, very bad. In fact, it's so bad that I'm gonna move back my Panzer Division. And I'm gonna waste 1 turn on them just to get the supply route completely cleared up, which is a bit of a problem. And that was Daugavpils. Crossing the Dvina at Daugavpils is the quickest way for the Panzers to reach Pskov. Really now. Yeah, it is, but it's also the one that has the most problems with supplies, so... Huh. We're gonna end our turn. That's gonna be their tanks coming in, and that's good because the less troops are huddled up around Pskov, the easier it is gonna be for us to actually come through and destroy them. But unfortunately, we can't reach these 2 enemy infantry divisions with movement points that would be useful for an attack with our 1st Panzer because of this forest that we had to move through. So that's unfortunate. That's going to be Riga, the capital of Latvia, some of the headquarters of the Soviet Northwestern Front. Not anymore. Okay, so you're going to also plow on. Good. You're going to continue crossing. You're going to try to get that forest under our control, just to help out with the supply efficiency. Okay, so you're going to be able to actually come in and attack Soviet 3rd Tank Division, which is excellent. And then we're going to have a pretty smooth ride on over to Pskov. We are not going to be able to take it next turn, so no brilliant victory. But I think we're going to be quick enough for a decisive victory, because we're going to have a couple of turns up to the 8th turn, and so that's going to be fairly doable. Good. You're just going to move on through, but again, not going to catch anyone up. Good. We're going to end the turn. And he's going to try to come in and stop the western wing of our army, but that's not going to work at all. In fact, one thing that we could do is just get here. We can't attack the 163rd motorized. Oh, he's still got the out of supply 1 turn thing, which is a bit of a problem actually, because we can't get supplies to him. We're gonna stray him. Oh no, okay, good. We managed to open up the route enough. And you're gonna be trying to secure this southern bridge for us. Good. Good, good, good. Excellent. And then you guys are just not gonna be able to do anything else anymore, so I'm just gonna leave you be. Good, you're done, you're done, you're done, good. And the next airstrike, or rather the last airstrike, is going to be used on Pskov. So we basically missed the brilliant victory by 1 turn, which is unfortunate, but no, okay, that was not very good. Not very good at all. You're going to start off by him. He's going to come in and breach them. 1 KIA, oh, perfect. So if we had been just a little bit just a tiny bit quicker, we would have been able to capture it all. But oh well. That was 350 out of 400 prestige. We earned 150, and that was a decisive Axis victory. If we go and view the history, that's gonna just in case you were wondering, this is just reviewing the actions of what happened. This is the replay, as it may, which is an interesting feature. Let's just call it that. It would be useful to have in the Hearts of Iron to have a playback like this because of several reasons. But yeah, I'm gonna go and get to the main menu right now and continue our current campaign, which is going to be in Army Group South. And this one is gonna be big, okay? 35 steps for armor and 263 for infantry. If we compare that to Army Group Center, which was already pretty big, that's a lot more enemies, right? And so, especially a lot more armored enemies. So we're gonna see you then with that.